Oh, okay. Let's just go ahead and start settling into the breath nice and slow, working with iridescent white tones across the horizontal axes, filtering in Otiatramanayasana Okura, balancing through the horizontal perspectives, linear time, dismantling distortions through Sen based mechanics, Atiatramanayasa Okura, jumps, skips, schisms within the time continuum, distorted web of black mesh netting through the matrices, inorganic matrices with time distortions, lift to release, diamond light, intermeshing through parallel phantom earth matrices, holographic harmonic sound tone, vibrational sequence patterning, update through the vertical interlocking layers of the tree of life, Yosmi Okura. Bleed throughs to the holographic DNA fields, Yosmi Okura, to the interpersonal DNA collective waveform fields, Yasmana Ahiokura. And then just go ahead and allow the intermeshing to unlock and release through the DNA. And unlock through the tree of life. White diamond flame upon the rod. Extending through the lines of the 12 tree grid. Correcting reversal coding. Through the crystal star seals. allowing any tension just to move through the body. Resetting atom rotation. Heart chakra unlocking. Thymus unlocking. Vertical pillar unlocking. Chakra system updating. Reversal coding correcting. Yeshua Christ. Golden solar crown. Alignment through the neck. As the reversal networks begin to detach. Antiparticle. Trauma. Moving to disintegrate. Bringing in light. And just go ahead and just start cleaning your field with light, where your tree of life has been kind of infiltrated with black webbing, as well as the universal time matrix and the parallel earth, or antiparticle universe. Okay, and as this is purifying with light, we're then being presented with a scalar wave standing grid interlocked through two components of the earth, particle and antiparticle, creating the base layer, formation of the manifestation template. Heavy fear release through the left side body. Settling into the root sacral solar as pain shifts up and moves through the heart, separating out the pain from the experience and registering your own intuition, understanding and knowing that the pain and suffering, trauma is not you, not aligned to your source truth. In doing so, the surrender takes place, an allowance of exhaustion to move through the system as we identify that this trauma-based exhaustion is not actually you. Pancreatic clearing, solar plexus clearing, intestinal tract clearing. Okay, just moving deeper into the intestinal tract. Bringing through white diamond light. Held through multiple fields. Interlocking with the bio field, emotional, mental, the individual unified field, and as the light pervades through this one field encapsulating all, the lift and release of parasitic consciousness causing distortion through emotional waveform modulations, which in turn distorts the awareness as to who you are, creating separation within the individualized unified field. Let's lift with light. We want to just purify as much of this space as possible with the white diamond. And as we're pushing, well, not even pushing, but allowing the light to kind of fill the space, all of these architectural structures begin to build the field back up from collapse. Allowing any fear to move through as we restore the base light architecture, infrastructure, and layers. Geometric patterns move through to symmetry, flash with encryption, diamond angelic forms merge and open through, singing harmonic tones, elation of hyperspace. Yes, Ma'ana Ahiyakora. We just want to allow that absorption rate of high vibrational current to filter through the body, down through the spine, and engage through the chakra system, unlocking all of the muscles in the body. Blue, aqua, rose, sitting at the head of the field, Yatoramaniya Shokora. Heart expansion, heart release, body fills with unconditional love. And we want to just go ahead and start taking out the infrastructure and inlays of where the parasite consciousness is kind of finding its way in. We also want to understand what it is exactly, where it came from, so we can seal it out. Na yodora maniosha okura. And unlocking. Covenants, oaths, vows, agreements, unlocking. Keeping this locked up and hidden. Okay, and what I'm kind of picking up within this is that each person has their own kind of unique translation for this. So what is given to me may not be right for you, but it does extend into what would be the unified field and also the collective consciousness. Which is kind of holding a not a power, but a kind of deception. Na otia toromayusha okora. It's kind of archonic as well, archontic. Otia toromayusha na osia okora. Let's just work with rose gold. Magenta fire and violet flame. And we're just going to take it through the inlaid kind of entry points to which this has found its way into the individual and collective field. Yatra mania shana okura. Okay. So we'll just take a moment just to breathe into the root and just allow the heaviness and the tightness to unlock. You can also, if you find it really tight, just bring yourselves back into the conscious moment just for a breath or two without holding on to the scene and then dropping back into meditation afterwards, which acts as almost like a reset of entry. Okay, that's good. Feels like it's unlocking now. You have smart Akio Kora. igniting the white teardrop. Not really a teardrop, but like a water droplet symbol in the center of the field, holding a set of symbols within the water droplet. Oddio massimo okura. Which, as I'm looking into it now, I'm kind of picking up on not a regenesis. Oh, what is this, please? It almost feels as if it's like a kind of nectar or liquid of life force from source. But I don't actually feel like it's come from the source field. I feel like it's actually come in through the antimatter levels. So as this filters in, it completely cleanses and purifies the space back to its origin form, which dismantles all metal tones and infrastructure. And you should start feeling this over the back of the heart and going up over the crown of the head. Unlocking pain through the heart and becoming expansive throughout all layers of the body. Very light. Cleansing the chakra system. And as we observe this move further, the fragmentation and fracturing within the collective, the individual, and the unified field, the fractures begin to seal in blue, aqua, pale gold light. Unlocking the third eye, unlocking the crown. As we access the varying stages of the geometrics of hyperspace, dark hues and tones within the fractals of geometry begin to lift and lighten. Saturation of color becomes more blissful. Harmonic sound tone moves from distortion to harmony. pain through the jaw, the forehead, the left side face begins to lift. Dis-ease or zombification of the consciousness is walking out of the blackness and moving to face into the light. As it begins to face into the light, the deterioration of the skin dissolves, revealing crystalline light body emanations, Yatsmana Akiokura, accelerant of the DNA, Yatarana Yatura Mashmi Smiokura. Crystallization, base magnetic electrical overtones replenish. Rebraid, proteins become stronger, harmonized, electromagnetic field repairs. Allow any dizziness to move through as the proteins and telomeres replenish, recoding, decoding and recoding the DNA. The RNA, messenger sequences between the RNA re-establish communication in organic factor through to the mitochondrial record, and central nervous system, crown chakra opens, releasing out black smoke, uncrystallizing, repairing the chakra. Sub-frequency bands of dimensional layers unlock and fear release. As they gather propulsion, aligning to fuse and merge. So this is one dimensional frequency band with 12 sub-frequency bands within it, where it had been fragmented and split, which I actually feel has come in through these kind of technologies like the particle accelerator, but beyond the ones that we know it, I actually feel this is coming in through Atlantis, but also further behind as well and off planet. I'm getting the word Thuban, which I believe is a star. I don't really know too much about it, but I feel like it's kind of interrelated and linked. No. It's beginning to release the shackles and the time seal sequencing. unlock seals, unlock the memory. Okay. And as we kind of unlock the memory, this is when we're kind of seeing these technologies, beast machines, particle accelerators coming into play within different time-space continuums, which were running in accord to fragment the cycles of time in order to manipulate Yataramania Shokora. To inject more kind of volatility, disruption, without sounding too crazy, interdimensional parasites as well. To bleed through and cause chaos within the frequency bands. Yes, Ma'ana Yokura. Unlocking at the back of the heart, we want to go ahead, reclaim essence. So we dismantle, release, revoke, rescind any oaths, agreements, contracts, covenants with these systems. Yes, Mana Kyokura. Just go ahead, take a breath there, because that was quite intense. We're still going. Okay. Looking back at the universal time matrix, we want to just align to the source impulse and repair back to organic infrastructure, as much to our own truth as possible. Highest truth, and if we've got that image of the universal time matrix in the mind's eye, I'm actually seeing it crunch and decompress and reset as a geometry. And that updates to your own individual universal tree of life. It updates to the planetary universal tree of life. And it updates to the universal tree of life. Bringing in vertical alignment. Releasing out sound wave implosions from the core of the structure outwards, breaking apart, dissolving and separating out negative core infrastructure held through the time matrix. Fear releasing, heavy fear releasing from the root. Recalibration of central nervous system, vagus and dorsal peripheral nervous systems. Diamond coding moving in and updating through the meridians as it turns from diamond into liquid crystal light. 12-dimensional current blending down through the tree, through your own network of meridians and roots to purify, strengthen, and update, taking it through all fields. Taking it through all localized grids. We want to just unbundle all contracts, oaths, agreements, known and unknown, to hold this in place. Release, revoke, rescind. any agreements to give away your sovereignty as a part to power up this mission, power up this kind of reversal consciousness. We want to just release a vote with sin now. Yataramania Shana Okura. Breathing in, lotus breath, in through the nose and shoot out through the mouth quickly. Chakra system updates. Recoding the chakra, upgrading, updating. Yataramania Shana Asayokura. Unlocking through the base of the spine, through the 33 pillars of vertebrae, and activating through the thymus. Thymus turns gold. Third eye illuminates, and the aura turns pearlescent pink and yellow. Restoring all aspects and reintegrating all aspects through time and space. Cleansed, cleared, whole, complete. Pulling yourself back into your reality. Yaturamaniya Shokora. And moving to seal now forward through all levels of layers of light, through all bodies, and seal forward through the breath of the divine I Am presence. Thank you so much for joining today. That was lovely. And I'll see you soon.